What's up everybody, welcome back to the club. In this video we will be talking about the FV201A45, the tier 7 British premium heavy tank. This tank is right now in the store. We can buy it for 3k of gold, and some people asked me if is it worth it to go for it. So 3k is not that expensive for a tier 7 heavy tank with 3k of DPM if using gun Roma, so that's really seducing to buy it. But I have to say some things about it. This tank got really no front armor, especially no front hull. The hull is penetrable for everyone, for tier 6, tier 7, tier 8 tanks, and the turret is tricky. So we can play hull down, but there is some weak spots where a lot of players can also easy pen our turret. So I don't recognize this tank or suggest this tank for beginner players, because this tank is definitely not beginner friendly. That's true, we have a high DPM, that's also good. So we have disadvantage and advantages. So the weakness of this tank is the armor, but for that we have good mobility. We can reach 31 kilometer. We have 31 kilometer average speed. We can reach sometimes to up to 35 kilometer per hour. And we have also that high DPM. We have really an accurate gun, 0.27 gun dispersion. That's insane. So we can do really accurate shots. And we have that high DPM, the good mobility, and the great gun dispersion. But for that, the weak armors. That's some things that I have to say that this tank is really not for beginner friendly. So now let's talk about the provision, consumables, what we need, and the equipment. Then check out the armor, then directly jump to the battlefield to show you how to play with the FV201A45. So to the equipment, we need for sure calibrated shells, because we don't have good penetration. That's why I go for calibrated shells. And enhanced gun laying drive, refined gun, defense system, enhanced armor, toolbox, improved optics, engine accelerator, and high-end consumables. That's what I'm using as equipment for this tank. To have a better view range and faster reload time, I'm taking T and improved fuel for better mobility. And to the consumables, I'm using the repair kit, the multi-purpose restoration pack, and adrenaline. We don't need engine power boost because this tank is really fast for a heavy tank. Yeah, and this is the problem of this tank, and that's, as you can see here, the front armor. We are here right now in let's say flat ground, and the hull of this vehicle is completely penetrable for most of, just for tier 6 tanks, tier 7, tier 8 we got only here 135mm, and that's really easy to pen for most of the tanks. And if they use APCR shells, look at this, guys. We are talking about the KV1S. It's a tier 6 heavy tank, and he will be able to maybe penetrate these weak spots here. So that's the problem about this vehicle. Even we go hull down, we are not safe. So we have really to know how to play with it, to know this problem, this weakness of this tank, that the armor is really trollish. So let's take for example a tier 6 medium tank and how it's gonna look like. So even tier 6 medium tanks can pen our front armor, and if they take APCR shells, it will be hard for them. But against tier 7 tanks, for example, let's take the tier 34 Rudy. Again, the hull is completely green, so they can pen us, and the rest there is some tricky weak spots to pen. We can for sure play hull down, and for sure some shots will bounce, but not against all of the tanks. Mediums, maybe if we go medium side, there is a chance that the shots will bounce. But against heavies, let's take tier 8 mediums. Look at this, it's all green from them. And tier 8 and 7 and 6 heavies will also penetrate our turrets even. So that's really tricky. We have to know this weakness of this vehicle, but for that, as I told you, we have a good mobility and high DPM and very fast reload time. So we have to know how to play with it correctly, and if yes, we can really perform great battles. So let's go to the battlefield and see what can we do with the FV201A45. First battle I got for you is in map Canal, and playing against tier 8 tanks. We got only tier 7 2 tier 7 tanks or 3 tier 7 tanks in this battle. In our team only 2, in the enemy team only 2. On our team only 3 tier 7 tanks, and the enemy team only 2 tier 7 enemy tanks. So yeah, and we saw directly the problem. We have a lot of penetration problems, even I'm using APC air shells. So yeah, with adrenaline we have a very fast reload time. We can reach up to 3 seconds reload time. That's insane. But as we can see here, anyone can pen me from everywhere. I was trying to go hull down, but even I'm hull down, yeah, a lot of shots gone through. Right now I'm again safe, or lucky, let's say. A shot bounced. But with APC air shells, if we take calibrated shells, as we can see here, we can pen tier 8 heavy tanks. We know all that the T-28 got yeah, a good front armor, and I was able to pen him. So with calibrated shells there is really no problems to pen heavy tanks. So here we go, let's finish now with the object. So as we can see here, the gun is really pretty good. We have yeah, good accuracy and a short aiming time, and that really allows us to yeah, do really good precision shots on the most of the enemy tanks. And even we have a bad penetration, with that good accurate gun we can really aim on the weak spots of the enemy tanks and hit them right there where it hurts. Let's immobilize this dude, the T-29. Here we go. Look at this with adrenaline, 2.9 seconds reload time. So I immobilized him twice, then that was easy to finish him. Let's push on the next one, the 53 TP. I risked a shot because I know I have a faster reload time than him, and yeah, we finished him very fast. Yeah, that's it. 2k DPM. Sorry, 2k of damage in a very short time, and with that the second class mastery badge. So the second battle is in Mulligandyke, and here we are playing against tier 7 and tier 6 tanks, and yeah, it will be easier for me just to go hull down, because against tier 6 and tier 7 tanks I can rely somehow on my turrets, but not on my arm, not on my front hull, as I said. So we have always, if possible, try to hide that front hull and the side, of course, because it's easy to pen. Here we go, shot bounced. So now I'm seeing that yeah, the Smasher, the Skoda T45 are pushing on us, so we have to find another way to make more damage, because if I stay here we are just stuck. So yeah, let's see what can we do here. Another sneaky shot on that Skoda. Let's hit him again. I don't know what is he doing, but interesting behavior. Here we go, hull down. So yeah, some shots will bounce, but not all of them, even we are hiding our hull.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is hit.
No, the Helsing is visiting me.
Penetration.
So I got you now. I have a faster reload time. Here we go. So that's really the good thing about this tank, is the fast reload time. Here a lucky bounce. Let's hit him again. Roll back. And oof, I missed my shot, but he didn't shot. I don't know why. And that was really risky. But we got it. So, and that's all thanks to that 3 seconds reload time. So that's really insane for the tank. We have a high DPM. Thanks IRL. I got really some teammates praising me, but yeah, it's really tricky to play. We have to play also very careful and plan new moves like this. So now I want to see if the Skoda is aiming on me. So now he's going to aim on that other squad of my team, the T45. So now I can push
Enemy armor is down.
very fast and finish the smasher. Here we go, thanks to my fast reload time. Then go down and sneak another shot on that Skoda T45. Here we go. Yeah, that wasn't me, that was my teammate who finished him, but I was close to do the last shot on him. So as you saw, it's really tricky to play. We have to play very careful. We cannot expose our front hull, our side, otherwise we are going to be penned. So even it's a heavy tank, but we don't have that really amazing front armor and the turret neither. So tricky to play, in my opinion, not beginner friendly, and also not for players who don't have experience in this game. I would say yeah, we need to know how to play with it, and if we do that, we can really perform also great battles and win a lot of vehicles with this tank, and of course win a lot of credits. So if you are thinking about buying this vehicle, so I hope that you have now a better idea about it, and see you soon in the next review. I will be talking about the Chieftain, also in the same bundle right now. Also a good tank, but again not beginner friendly, the Chieftain T95. Insane vehicle, but for sure also again not beginner friendly. Stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed, and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.